Hi there. Today's class gently awakens the side body in obliques, not with force, but with spaciousness. You're invited to approach this practice with curiosity instead of pressure. There is no perfect shape here, no performance to meet. Begin to roll your shoulders out or open your arms up and interlace the fingers, flip the palms, do a little side to side stretch, and then give yourself a hug. And we'll just loosen up things here. And then inhale, interlace your hands behind your head, let your elbows go wide, and exhale, lean over to your left, and then inhale, center, then exhale, lean over to your right. Inhale, center, exhale, left, inhale, center, exhale, right, and just start to waken up through the side of the body. Now, if you don't want the hands behind your head, you can reach one arm overhead and then the other. So reaching the arms up to the sky, right arm goes up, you lean to the left, and when your left arm goes up, you lean to the right. And you just alternate between switching between your right and left side. And this is all either in a comfortable seat or you could be standing. You're invited to approach this practice with curiosity instead of pressure. Just a body that deserves respect. Option to twist from left and right as well with the hands behind the head or reaching the arms out to a T. Let your spine feel upright and not rigid. Let yourself breathe without changing it and just notice. Go post your arms out to the side if you'd like and twist right and left. This usually feels really good, something that I do almost every workout if I'm working out that day. And just let the space be where effort is optional and awareness is enough. All right, next we will go into modified side plank with the knees down. So come onto your side with your knees bent, elbow under your shoulder. Before lifting, take a moment to pause. Notice if there's any urgency to get it right and see if you can let that go. When you're ready, gently press the floor away and lift the hips as much as your body is able to today. So it might just be a little, like a couple inches, it might be a few inches, but we don't want we don't want to force it here. So just enough to feel steady. Hold for a breath, then softly lower. Again, lift slightly, hold briefly, and lower. You're practicing steadiness, not endurance. A few more times at your pace. And if today this feels like too much, you can simply stay resting on your side and visualize the movement instead. That still counts. When ready, switch sides and set yourself up slowly. Know that you can also reach your arms overhead. You can lift your top leg. There's different variations, so offer yourself a moment to explore. What does your body want? What does it need? What do you want to try out today? But no pushing past comfort, no forcing through shaking. Stability can be quiet, as we've been learning throughout the past few weeks together. Now, when you're on your other side, try to find symmetry as best as you can. So take the same variation that you did. If you used a block between the thighs, place the block. You're now resting on the right side with the knees bent. The right elbow is under your shoulder. Option to use the left hand for extra stability. You can also reach that left arm up to challenge your balance. You can also lift the top leg to challenge your balance. But again, we're just going to exhale, lift, hold, inhale, lower, relax, and repeat. Doing this a few times. And again, just trying to find that symmetry, doing as many as you did on the other side. If you lose count, though, that's okay too. I have to say, it doesn't matter how many times I work out or do these things, I lose count all the time, even being an instructor as well. So let yourself be human, explore, embrace, accept, and then come on down and we'll switch. So now we will come into a side lying crunch. So lower onto the left side of your body and you can either bend your knees or extend your legs. Rest your head on your arm or a pillow and let the movement be as small and subtle as you need it. Now, Bring your right fingertips to your right ear, and that right elbow points up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, crunch up, lifting the right elbow towards the right hip. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, and find a little crunch. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Now, again, if you're just kind of dipping your toes in, you could gently imagine lifting without actually doing the movement. You could extend the top arm and just kind of reach the fingertips towards the back of your mat and do tiny pulses. But again, there's no right or wrong. You'll hear me say that often because I think we lose connection to ourselves, and it's really what you need in this moment. I'm only offering the options. I'm kind of holding the space with you, but what you actually end up doing is your choice. Inhale, lower down, and exhale, let's switch. Now you're going to lay down on your right side. Bring the left fingertips to the left ear, point the left elbow up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the left shoulder, the left elbow to the left hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Again, trying to find that symmetry of what we did on one side, we do on another, but also knowing that if asymmetry finds you, that is actually common. Sometimes one side might feel a bit easier than the other, might feel harder. But yeah, remember you can explore and see where you're at. Extend that top arm if you'd like and find some pulses. Then inhale, lower down, and exhale. Roll onto your belly and come into a Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel to each other, palms down. Draw your chest forward through the arms. Gaze down the bridge of your nose and begin to bend one knee and then the other. This is a nice option for just opening up through the front of the body and letting go any kind of tension that may accrue from any kind of core work that we're doing. Now you can lower down all the way onto your belly, rest your forehead on either your hands or your mat, and bend your knees and windshield wiper them side to side, lowering the feet to the right and the left, the right and the left. Further, just kind of releasing through the hips. Then inhale, press yourself up to your tabletop onto the hands and knees, and then bring the big toes together, the knees wide. Exhale, child's pose. Bring your forehead down onto your mat, sink the hips further back onto the heels. Let your belly lower down in between your thighs. Rest your arms on your mat. Close your eyes. You can nod your forehead side to side, giving yourself just a moment to let all of the core work settle in. Taking a moment to notice your body now, not to judge it, not to kind of give it a grade on how well you did or didn't do today, but just to observe it. Perhaps you feel more aware of your sides, perhaps you feel calmer, or perhaps things feel the same. Everything is allowed. The practice was never about changing your body, it was about listening to it. You showed up, you practiced consistency without force. That is meaningful work. Thank yourself for this time, and when you're ready, gently return to your day. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little calm today. See you next time.